about a lot of situations that sit in the grey zone where there's a mix of considerations. I think this is one of those. I know other people think it's clearly red. I don't agree. I think there's a mix of considerations. I think, firstly, you have to think about what those considerations are. What is the point of contact is an important one, and I know that when we look at this, we see that the point of contact is on the knee. But we also have to factor in speed, force and intensity. You'll not see many red cards in the Premier League for serious foul play that don't involve those things. Now, we evaluate those things through a full speed view of the incident, and without looking at it at full speed, you get kind of a distorted view. You don't get a true picture of how much force and speed there was in the challenge. Then we have to slow it down, of course, to see the point of contact. So different ways of looking at the video for different considerations, but we have to consider the full mix of them when deciding to come to a final outcome.
Well, let's have a look.
It's off pretty quickly, and we can see on slow-mo that it does touch that knee. But at full speed, when you play it in real time, you can see there's not a great deal of speed in action, not a lot of intensity.
Second time he actually wins the ball, Adam Smith lands on top of him. Mike, I don't know what you think, but it's not a second. But they can't go to it now.
Yeah, VAR can't look at it, but I mean, he's played the ball in. Smith's landed on top of Bolly's ankle rather than the other way around, gone over holding his ankle if it's a really bad challenge. But for me, he's very unlucky, Bolly. It's not a second yellow card.
Just explain again, Mike, why VAR.
Yeah, you can't get involved in cautionable offences. It's got to be straight red. So second cautionable offence.
Should that rule be changed?
I'd like to think it will be changed. That's what they're looking at.
That touch on the ball that you're referencing, Michael, doesn't negate the possible award of a penalty. We've seen other examples of where the ball might touch a player, touch a defender. There's still heavy contact on the follow-through, and it's a penalty.
The Premier League has once again been plunged into intense debate following a controversial VAR decision during the high-profile clash between Manchester United and Arsenal. What should have been remembered as a fiercely contested showdown between two title-hungry sides instead became dominated by discussions over officiating, consistency, and the growing influence of technology in modern football. The flashpoint came midway through the match when Arsenal were awarded a penalty after a VAR review, a decision that immediately sparked outrage among Manchester United players, staff, and supporters. Replays showed minimal contact inside the box, leading many to question whether the incident truly warranted a spot kick. Despite protests from United's defenders, the referee stood by the VAR recommendation, igniting fresh accusations of referee error and inconsistency. Social media erupted almost instantly. Hashtags began trending worldwide, with fans and pundits split down the middle. United supporters argued that similar incidents earlier in the season had been waved away, while Arsenal fans insisted the rules were applied correctly. Former players joined the debate, highlighting the lack of uniform standards in VAR decisions across the league. Beyond the penalty itself, the controversy reignited broader concerns about VAR's role in football. While introduced to reduce clear and obvious errors, critics argue it has instead introduced confusion, slowed the game, and stripped away its natural rhythm. Many questioned why on-field referees appear increasingly reluctant to trust their own judgment, deferring instead to officials watching multiple replays. The outcome of the match added further fuel to the fire. With points on the line in a tightly contested league table, the decision could have significant implications for both clubs' ambitions. For Manchester United, the sense of injustice was palpable. For Arsenal, the victory, if influenced by the call, risks being overshadowed by controversy rather than celebrated on merit. As the Premier League continues to push forward with VAR, calls for greater transparency and accountability are growing louder. Fans are demanding clearer explanations, consistent application of the laws, and improved communication from officials. Until those changes are made, nights like Manchester United vs Arsenal will continue to spark heated football debates long after the final whistle. One thing is certain: the conversation around VAR is far from over, and this latest episode has only deepened the divide between those who believe it protects the game and those who feel it is slowly damaging football's soul.